singing, but sometimes have trouble going to the end of phrases without running out of air, or holding out notes for a long period of time without running out of air, well, chances are that you're not using your lungs to their fullest capacity. My name is Julia Kamide. I am a graduate from Berklee College of Music. I am a vocalist, a vocal coach, a singer, songwriter, musician, and today we are going to talk about proper breath support for singing. Before we get started into some exercises that are going to help you, I want to talk a little bit about what should be happening anatomically when you are using 100% of your lungs. Fun fact, most of the time, are only using the top 10% of our lungs when we're breathing day to day. A lot of us just kind of breathe from our chest. Even when we're sighing, we're only really getting 15% of our lung capacity when we're inhaling and exhaling. But whether you consider yourself an amateur or a pro, you've probably heard people tell you before, breathe from your diaphragm, sing from your diaphragm. And for me growing up, that was very confusing because I thought, well, I'm supposed to breathe from my lungs, aren't I? I'm supposed to sing from my vocal cords. What does my diaphragm really have to do with it? So imagine this is your rib cage. Your diaphragm is an elastic flap of skin that stretches 360 degrees around and is attached to your bottom two ribs. It's just a flap of skin, that's it, separating your lungs from your guts, really. It's usually in this hill, mountain-shaped position, curved upward against your lungs, which are on either side here. So this means that when you breathe, you don't just want to breathe from your chest, or not even just thinking about breathing from your belly, which is a common thing that people like to think about breathing from, but also breathing from your sides and your back. What happens when you focus on breathing from your sides and your back and just all the way around like a big barrel, you end up having your rib cage expanded. And when your rib cage expands, this stretchy flap of skin stretches out and becomes a flat ground, leaving all of this space for your lungs to inflate like big balloons. So what does that mean for us? It means that not only do we have to focus on filling up 100% of our lungs for every breath we take, but also focusing on sustaining that breath, meaning strengthening our intercostal muscles. Your intercostal muscles are the muscles that are wedged in between each of your ribs. And these muscles, when used properly, can help you hold your rib cage open to keep your diaphragm flat while you have the air in your lungs. This is what is going to help you use that air to your benefit for as long as possible. Today, we're going to go over 3 exercises that are going to help you learn how to take in 100% of your lung capacity as well as strengthen your intercostal muscles. I recommend standing up for all 3 of these exercises in order to keep proper posture. For this first one, I want you to put your hands out like this. Essentially, I want you to think about inhaling as if you were sipping water through a straw until you fill up 100% of your lungs, of course, and then exhaling, hissing like a snake. The goal here is to visualize the expanse of your lungs, the inflation of your lungs and expanse of your rib cage, and to be able to sustain your inhale and exhale for as long as possible. Here, let's try it out. Deep breath in. Another way to do this exercise is to do it with your hands on your head. I like this one a lot because As most of us know, our whole body is connected. So when we lift up our arms, it actually helps to stretch out our rib cage and our intercostal muscles. And this is more or less the feeling that you want in your ribs, this kind of parted, expanded feeling that you're getting here. I also like to practice breaking up the breath, sort of like a dotted line. And this way we can save a little bit of air for later. Let's try it that way and see what you think. Deep breath in. A good way to document your improvement in breath support with this exercise is to time yourself. Usually my goal for my students is 1 minute. That is currently my record. I don't think I've gotten past that yet, so I encourage you to try to go past a minute and beat me. Basically, you don't have to worry about getting to a minute right away. That can be kind of a daunting task, and I don't recommend that kind of pressure for anyone. So here's what you're gonna do. You're going to take your first record. Let's imagine that it's 20 or 30 seconds. Let's say it's 30 seconds. Then the subsequent week, you're gonna wanna focus on getting 31 seconds. The week after that, 32. Week after that, 33. And so on until a couple months down the line, you can take a deep breath in and then breathe out for an entire minute. This is a skill that you can easily transfer over to sustaining musical phrases and holding out very long notes. For these next two exercises, we are going to focus on strengthening the intercostal muscles around our rib cage. For this next one, this is something that my vocal coach taught me in high school, my very first vocal coach, Miss Cassell. Basically, the same way you do reps in the gym when you're lifting weights and you do maybe 3 reps of 10, we're gonna do the same thing except with expanding your rib cage like this. Expanded, hold it, drop it, right? So you kind of wanna do 3 sets of 10, but just to show you, we're just gonna do 1 set of 10 together, right? So ready, set 1, hold it for 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it. Second one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it. Third, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it. Fourth expanse, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it. We're on the 5th one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're doing good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. We're on the 7th. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Only 2 more to go with 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop. You're gonna wanna get a good stretch in between these because, like with working out, if you strengthen up a muscle too much without stretching, you're gonna lose flexibility. And we wanna keep these muscles very flexible. For the third exercise, you need to get an old belt that you can use. Basically, you are going to expand your rib cage, measure the circumference of your rib cage when expanded, and find a belt that you can tighten to be just perfectly fitted around your expanded rib cage. That way, when your rib cage is expanded, that's when the belt stays on. When you drop your rib cage, the belt fell, right? For this next exercise, we are going to keep our belt up with our rib cage while reciting the ABCs. The goal is to recite the whole thing without letting the belt drop. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? There you go. It's a bit tough at first because your muscles do get tired and they do want to give out, but it gets easier and easier over time. So that concludes our 3 basic breathing exercises for the day. If you felt like this helped you out, or if you have any questions or comments on these exercises, please leave them in the comments below. Please like this video and please subscribe because I would love to keep helping you out and I would love to get to know you more and your individual voice. So until next time, go to ball!